Greetings, friends! It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush and another collage that I've been working on this past week. This one is from a photo of my daughter when she was only 2 years old. You can see up in the upper left-hand corner, there she is. And in the photo, you can almost see me, or at least a corner of my face. I'm looking down and tucking her shirt in. We were camping. That's why her hair is a little wild, but I love that face. Isn't that a cute face? So I thought I'd go ahead and take this old photo out of the mothballs and draw it and do a collage of it real fast, using lots of green around the perimeter, around her little curly pigtails. It's starting to get hot around here, and that always makes me think of camping. Every summer my dad would take us up into the mountains where the air was cool and thin, and we would sleep under the stars, and it was a treat. It was always a lovely time. He loved the mountains. He lived in the flatlands, but he loved the mountains. And so I guess I do too. You can see I decided to change the color of her shirt. Just one of those things where you just decide on the fly that that blue-green just wasn't working. There's just too much green in the picture already, so a little pop of red. I love red. It just makes things jump out and pop forward. Also, picking just the right colors for the face is always a real challenge. I actually found enough of this peachy pink to work, and so I went ahead and used it. I often can't find those peachy colors enough to work anyway. As you can see, I'm putting down my shadows first, and then I'll put in the highlights. These tweezers that I'm using, I actually purchased when we were stamp collecting years and years ago with the kids. And they always suggest not touching the stamps with your fingers. So I got 2 pairs of these long tweezers, and now that I'm not stamp collecting but doing art, they work wonderfully well. Especially when I'm using small pieces that would get glue all over my fingers if it weren't for a nice pair of little tweezers. piece of orange that I chose for her lower lip looked perfect when I cut it out, but then when I put it on her, it looks like it's a little dark, like she's wearing lipstick. I may or may not change that. We'll see. She needed little highlights on her eyes to make them look very round. Otherwise, they look flat color. And it's time to put in some hair. It's been a busy week. One of those weeks where, lots of things are happening. I did a demonstration for my art group, the Society of West Coast Artists, and that went pretty well. And this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, so we're gonna go to a barbecue, and we have another Society of West Coast Artists meeting, and just lots of things happening. Feels like for the next week or so my calendar is quite full, but I'll still squeeze in some time for art. I always do. Just off camera, you can't really see me doing it, but I'm cutting pieces. I'll take a piece of paper and just cut a bunch of different sized pieces for the hair and then layer them on one at a time. And it seems redundant. I could just put a big flat piece of dark brown on there, but the layers really add to the hairy texture. It adds to the illusion that this is hair. Like brush strokes would do the same thing. When you put brush strokes in a painting, you want it to go the direction of hair or the movement of the leaves or that kind of thing. It makes a difference. The fun thing about this picture of Natalie is that she now has a daughter who looks just like her, just like this picture with lighter hair. And it's just, he's just the most charming kid. Adorable, what can I say? And there it is, all finished. What do you think? My picture of Natalie camping. I love the tilt in her head there, and her big eyes, and her hair that would never quite cover the forehead. The bangs always had this terrible cowlick. And so I added a few little pictures and words, and it's all done. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. Very sweet of you to come along with me on this journey into collage land. And do check out some of my links below. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps my channel. I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye.